Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. Today I'm going to make a spread. Now you can stuff celery ribs with it. You can serve it on crackers. You can spread it on, basically that's how I have it. You know, or I'll sit there and make bread real thin and cut it and spread it on that like a Melba toast. But it's high in protein, simple dish. That's why I got a Pullman loaf, so I can make that Pullman bread, and then I want to sit there and be able to spread this onto it. But like I said, that's not working yet. I still haven't heard anything. It's been a while. I'm going to call my company again and find out what's going on. You're going to take lox with a block of cream cheese. Saw me with the cream cheese. This is the leftover lox I have. I am going to chop all of this up. I'm going to mix it with that cream cheese. And this is really good. This is also a very fast thing to keep in the refrigerator. If your family's hungry, this is definitely a way of curbing their appetite in a hurry while you get things going. Because you're actually just chopping it up. Because you don't want really big pieces in it. It was just, I can't even tell you, I know I took a couple of slices out. You saw me do it with the Russian eggs, so what would ever be left from that package, I would chop up with an 8-ounce package of cream cheese. When I make things like this with leftovers, it's a little harder to give you the exact amount of what I'm doing. What I can say is I did take a couple of slices out, small slices to do the Russian eggs, and this is what's left with it, so that gives you an idea. And it was a small package, as you can see, of lox. Now I'm going to put about, right now I'm going to say a tablespoon, which is about a capful. And we'll see how this looks. This is chives, and you're also going to add some white pepper to it. You don't want the black pepper, you want the white pepper for this. Black pepper has a stronger taste, but you want the fish to stand out. I am going to use my hand. It's easier to mix them with a fork. So your hand can really mix this much better. Cat wants some lox. He's not going to get it. on a hot day, you make this and you stuff it into the celery. You can also have it as a lunch, you know, and you have some toast with it. It's nice. Wine would go excellent with this. Or white wine, because it is fish. I use white wine for fish. Now I'll use my fork now that I mixed it. And this is it. This is a spread. And I'm going to stuff this into celery. I'll show you how I do it. I know, using the wrong knife. That's why it's important you have the proper knife. You can see how awkward it is? That's because you don't have the right knife. I'll get the right knife out. Dry these off. Some you don't want them too wet, or it's going to be difficult to spread on them. That one is going to be hard. Just I have to spread it some. You really want the wider outer leaves, but if you don't have them, you're going to have to work to get them in. Get it in. Proper knife. You're only going to make these about this big, I guess about 4 inches. See, crackers fall apart so easy. That's why I don't like using crackers. I'd rather thin sliced bread. You toast it on both sides to where it's crunchy. It's nicer. And you don't have to toast them in a toaster. You can actually do them in the broiler, but you got to keep an eye on. So you could cut the bread, then cut it in little squares. Just be careful when you put them in a pan, the broiler. You're using the broiler because you're very close to the heat. You only want to toast the bread. Then you pull it out and you toast the other side, and it'll be nice and crunchy like a cracker. I would show you how to do that, but once again, I'm not going to say it because you already know it's out. Some people say these are hors d'oeuvres you're doing. Yeah, you could in a way say it, but when it's hot and you don't want to cook, or you have a family that is hungry and you've come in, and you don't want them having sweets and stuff, you really want them to have something nutritious. You pack them like this. refrigerator, believe you me, they'll eat them. And it's a lot healthier for them. I also will make a sardine spread, and I will stuff the celery in it too. You have it on a platter in the refrigerator. Your family will grab it. It's something to eat. It's not sweet, and it satisfies them, and the cream cheese will slow the hunger down. And you know lox is high in protein because it's just smoked salmon. And they have the vegetables and stuff, so this will hold them. And I've also used it as a packed lunch when I don't have enough protein of something. I will make these sticks and put it on the side next to a packed lunch, and they can use it. If you have picky children, you're going to have to break them into this. So I started mine, my husband and I started our sons very young on eating food like this. When they started coming to the table, we made sure that they were exposed to all of this good food. So they weren't unaccustomed to it. If you're working around the house and you don't want to have lunch, if you have this, you can help yourself. As you're eating, you can just grab one while you're working and make it easier on you so you can get your work done too. But if you want to use bagels with this, do cut your bagels, not just in half, cut them real thin. Toast them in the broiler, being careful not to burn them, get them crunchy, and then you can sit there and serve this on them too. Some people would say these are hors d'oeuvres. Well, we're not cooking the way we used to, so we're using other things to take care of our families. Now you could put black olives with this. Now I don't know how chives would go with this, but you could try it. I haven't ever. I just stopped right here at this point because I really, really like it like this. See, my son enjoyed the steak so much, and there were just a few left. So, Mommy, can I have the steaks? He said, but what are you going to have? I said, I told him I'm going to have this. And he said, oh, Mommy, can I please have some extra ones? Could you make some extra and put them on in my lunch for when I go to work? And I said, sure, I could do that. That tells you how much they like it. See? Now you can put it on a bed of lettuce with dark olives, cherry tomatoes. You can put chives on it if you want. I've never had it with that. And that little bit there, and I still have this much left. It's a very nice thing to keep around the house, especially on hot days. And it's very hard because everybody wants something sweet on hot days for the energy, but they need that protein, and it's very hard to get the protein in them. But this is something that you can fall back on and use. And you can make a sardine spread. Spread sardines in there too. Deviled eggs done differently, left in the refrigerator, is a great way as well. You can also pack these things I'm talking about into a lunch. So it's also a cold dish. So if you make different, and I'll be showing you different ways of making deviled eggs. I've already showed you the Russian egg with the lox and the capers on them with mustard with it, which was unusual. And I have like 7 or 8 more. So I'll give you different ones, and you can see. You can lay these out and make lovely cold platters for people that go to work, your loved one who goes to work. You can also have them in the refrigerator. When your young ones come in, or your teenage, and they're hungry and they're looking in the refrigerator, this is a quick snack, just like those deviled eggs that I told you. Plus, because you're putting so much protein in them, you're also helping them. So listen, take care. It's still morning, but the weather's cool. We're going to be in the 90s today. I'm not going to be happy about that. But anyway, I'm going to enjoy the morning while it's cool. Take care and enjoy your day.